Hey guys, I'm Kara.
And I'm Brian.
And we are
the Leightys.
Anyway, we have been planning forever to bring you guys this video. It's just like hectic schedules. So pretty much what this video is going to do is break down some tips and tricks if you are planning to go cruising. This isn't like an overall, like for every cruise line does this, so go ahead and check.
This is like the things we picked up from like your first cruise, you know, like that, you know, would
just
be good
tips
for you now
and tricks
if you've never been on one.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, and it was some that like we kind of heard other people talking about, and just things we're going to take forward whenever we're going on another cruise, because we're going on another cruise. Okay. What's your first tip?
But yeah, so you know, a good idea is basically just bring like a big, you know, empty water bottle, you know, like the ones like
refillable.
You like have like at your job or like that is a good idea.
Brian keeps messing up with this one. Make sure that it's empty because it can get confiscated by the people on the cruise and whoever else. So.
Obviously we're sporting our Apple Watches,
but hashtag
you know,
not
if you
sponsored, hashtag ad, hashtag sponsor me, hashtag.
But, you know, obviously if you don't have or wear a watch normally, it's probably a good idea just to have one.
Oh yeah, and you can get like a cheap one at Walmart.
Yeah.
You know, like a waterproof one that's like $20 or something.
Just, it's good to like, you know, so you keep an eye on when the time is or like that, because they keep the time zone the same from where you take off from. So like in our case, it was Port Canaveral. So the time, even though the time might change like on your phone or like that.
That's true. It never changed on the ship.
It always stays the same on the ship.
One of the other tips that we kind of discovered was whenever we got on the ship, they give you little ID, like key cards basically. And it has like your account on it, and so you can get into your room and all that stuff. So in any case, we were carrying ours around because we didn't want to buy like the $20 lanyard that they sold on the ship, which that's how they get people. A tip for you guys is to bring your own lanyard. You know what I mean? Get like a cheap one at like the dollar store, or I don't even know, we have like a bazillion. You know, actually go to like a job career fair or like a convention. Next time you're at CVX Live or any of those places, pick up a lanyard. And just bring your, because I was like, dang it, I should have brought like the CVX Live lanyard I had. But it will help you so you don't lose it and all that jazz, because it's a pain in the booty.
So like obviously if you don't have service outside the country with your phone, then obviously just turn it on airplane mode. It's easygoing. If you do have coverage outside the country, then you might be interested in actually going into your phone. Generally it's set to automatic. If you turn that off, and then you should see like a list show up like with the providers. You can manually select whatever one is for that area that's covered, and then you don't have to worry about switching over to I think in our case they called it cellular at sea or something like that.
Another thing that we were already told this before we went on our cruise was to bring a surge protector. Pretty much every room I think has one outlet.
Technically it has two, but it has one for like European people and then one for American people.
European people? God.
Alright, it has one for 220 volt.
So basically bring a surge protector slash whatever, one of those things that has a bunch of plugs on it, okay? Because we were able to charge like camera batteries and our cell phones and our Apple Watches. It really just helps out, because then you're not like, well crap, can I charge my phone now? That was a definite awesome point of advice that we got from somebody.
Who told us this one? I think it was somebody on the boat said that walkie-talkies is a good idea. So
yeah, we were on like the tender, and these people were talking and they were like, oh dang it, we forgot our walkie-talkies. And I was like, that's such a good idea. They had walkie-talkies, so when they were on the boat, they had the walkie-talkies, so they knew where everybody was. Yep. Because you could buy, on the app, you could talk to people, but you have to buy
the, it's not even talking, it's literally just like texting. And actually, I'm going to jump in here, and I'm going to say that at least on Carnival, like buying the social media package actually was a pretty good deal. Like,
yeah, that's the one I had.
I want to say it was like $15 or something like that for the length of the cruise. And so I would almost recommend, like, even if you're not doing social media too much, like I would say, like, just do that versus doing their thing for on the ship itself.
Yeah, no, because most everybody has Facebook, you know, like, and so you get on Facebook. That was the way I could talk to my mom, was through Facebook Messenger.
Yep.
So in any case, walkie-talkies was definitely something that we hadn't heard of.
Yep.
But it's like a brilliant idea, because especially when you go to these islands and it's like you don't have any way of communicating, you
Yep.
know, with people, especially if you have kids and stuff like that, and
Yep.
like you have multiple family members coming. That was a thumbs up for me.
And obviously this is kind of, it varies based on thing, but for the most part I would say it does make sense to try and prepay for things as well. Internet plan was a little bit more expensive when we got on, and in general that's a thing. So if you think you're going to get something
to pre-purchase.
in general, go ahead and pre-purchase it.
Yeah, because even the excursions and things like that you go on, they're going to be more expensive when you try to buy them through the cruise line while you're on the ship.
Yep.
I really think regardless, you're going to learn different tricks and stuff on every cruise that you go on and on any line. So, but yeah, definitely that would be a good thing to prepay. When we were about to board the ship, actually before that, whenever we were about to go on our shuttle, we kept seeing like a lot of people with canned like soda. Like they had like huge like cardboard, like, you know, I don't even know how many cans. Like
It's 12. You can
12
go up
pack?
to 12.
On Carnival Cruise, and you can check their website, and I'll put everything in the description below, you can bring a certain amount of canned sodas or drinks, and you can bring 1 bottle of wine or alcohol or something per person. Like, we don't really drink, but it's expensive, you know, like to drink on the cruise ship. That's where they make most of their money. They make it on the drinking and on the casino because and then like obviously the drinking people are in the casino, so it's just like this. If you're not a drinker, great, you save a lot of money. But if you are a drinker and you want to save money, just bring some of your own stuff on. Like our friends, they told me that they put a bottle of wine in everybody's luggage, and so like they ended up, it was all their alcohol, like they just drank it and everybody just carried it on for them, which was, you know, pretty smart, you know, I'd say.
So this is a small thing, but you know, just if you have the idea of going snorkeling, definitely go and get those beforehand, because like I was pretty surprised how expensive it was to rent those.
And plus, you got a bazillion people using them.
Yeah, it's pretty gross.
Like, and they're putting their mouths on it.
Yeah.
No wonder why there's like norovirus that runs rampant on cruise ships. Everybody's sharing their snorkel gear.
Yeah.
You know? I don't know.
Yeah. So we did the where you pick a time for, or like a set time for dinner.
It wasn't bad.
It wasn't bad. And I mean, I guess the positives would be like you get to see the same people every night.
Yeah.
Like that, which is
yeah,
cool.
we made great friends doing that.
Yeah.
It's totally. Yeah.
But we also have some of our friends we met there that.
The ones that brought the alcohol. You know who you are.
But they said that basically, so you can either do like, you know, you have the same time every day, and I think ours was 6.
Or 8.
Yeah, 6 or 8 was like the 2 times, like a preset time.
Again, check your cruise line.
Yeah. So basically you have 2 choices. You can either do where you have a preset time, like in our case it was 6 p.m., that's when you eat every night.
In the dining room.
Yes. The other option is basically where you can show up whenever, and maybe you might have to wait a little bit, but for the most part it's, you know, you get in right away. I thought like you'd have to like wait a long time, since obviously, you know, all these people are pre-dining at those times or like that. But they actually have a separate dining room devoted for people that are choosing their own time. So it actually kind of works out pretty well. And in that way, because there's obviously most of the stuff's going on in the evenings on the ship. And so basically if there's like a show or something like that you want to see, you know, that's early or something like that, well now you're not missing out on that as a result. It just gives you more flexibility.
It's like less stressful.
Yeah.
You know, like if you could just go whenever you want to go.
Yeah, it gives more freedom. Yeah.
Exactly. So basically when you're going on a cruise, you can check in your luggage. You don't have to worry about dragging on your luggage. You can go hang out and have lunch and all that stuff. The downside to that is obviously like one of our bags like took forever to come, and of course like I got like freaked out like, is it ever gonna come?
Literally the ship has already left.
Yeah.
And
and so a lot of people suggest, you know, just carrying it on. A lot of people carry on their luggage, and it's not like I didn't trust that the luggage would be there. It's just kind of like you like leave the port and then you're like, well, hopefully I have my clothes. The other option you have whenever you leave is to also check out your luggage. But to me, that seemed just kind of stressful, like having to worry about like, okay, I need to have these clothes.
And the other benefit of doing that is, you know, so you don't have to have your stuff out beforehand. You don't have to worry about not having something you need for that night.
Yeah.
And then also you get off before the other people as well.
Yeah, you do, if you bring your luggage out yourself.
Yep.
So that's what we did, and it really wasn't that big of a pain.
Yeah.
Like, we literally had 2 luggages between us. And
like, that is a good point. Like, I'm trying to think if, like, with the kids, we might do it the way we did it again.
I think
but yeah,
with
like
kids, like if you're just like individual,
yeah,
like husband
totally.
and wife, you know, I would just suggest taking off yourself. So if you have like an anniversary around the time, or a birthday, like that month that you go on that cruise, it doesn't have to be that week that you go on the cruise. Like it could have been like 2 weeks before, 4 weeks after. Mention it on the form when you buy your tickets. We got a coupon for like $10 off, like in the Photoshop, you know, and that was really beneficial because those pictures cost a lot of money and some of them aren't really even that great. So sorry, people. So in any case, make sure that you put that on your form whenever you fill out all that information, whenever you're booking your cruise, because it will save you a little bit of money. We got that, and we got something for the spa, which the spa was freaking expensive regardless, so we didn't even use that one. Hey, look guys, I'm sporting this wonderful Bahamas t-shirt from Carnival Cruise Lines. And pretty much like I bought this, it was like 50% off, was it?
Yeah, it was buy one, get one.
Yeah, it was buy one, get one. I got one for my mom. And you know, pretty much like on the last day of the cruise, they'll pretty much like put a bunch of stuff on sale, like the sea day or the day at sea. So be sure you take advantage of those sales on the cruise. But the last thing I wanted to say is never underestimate yourself when you go on a cruise. Make it momentous, guys, because you know what? Going on a cruise ship, it's like fun and it's relaxing, and for us it was kind of like we hadn't been on a trip like that in forever. And so, you know, it was a way for us to de-stress. What I'm trying to say is just have fun. You know what I mean? Like, you're probably not going to see these people again unless you become friends with them, which I'm always like becoming friends with everybody. Play trivia and dance and just do something fun. Like, it doesn't mean you have to walk away with a trophy. Like, I mean, I honestly was determined to get the trophy and the bottle of wine that I got, or the champagne or whatever. But, you know, I just want to encourage you guys to just have fun. We just want to thank you guys so much for joining us on this cruise tips video. Things update all the time, so be sure that you check your cruise line website. And not just specifically Carnival, just every cruise line. I'm sure that Carnival and a lot of like Royal Caribbean, all these other ones are fairly similar. But thank you so much for joining us on our lovely comfy bed, hashtag Tuft and Needle, hashtag not sponsored. And we will check you guys out in another video. We are gearing up to start our home buying process without a mortgage. So stay tuned to the Lighty Life and subscribe if you haven't. We love you guys. And
by the way, if you guys have more suggestions or comments of, you know, other things, definitely feel free to let us know.
If you have other tips, like I have tons of friends that go on cruises. And if you have other tips about cruises, we'd
love to know about them too.
Let us know, because obviously Brian is obsessed with going on cruises now. So, was that a gang sign? No, it was a thumbs up. Oh, I didn't see it. Again, thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you on our next video, whenever that will be, okay? Bye-bye.